So, coming to Suhas Varma, and his title is Sero, explaining the nexus of financial literacy, savings, and digital finance among Indian youth.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Suhas Varma Pakalapati, a grade 12 student studying in Hyderabad. Growing up, I watched my parents really struggle to manage their wealth. It was painful to watch. But recently, I realized it wasn't just them. Millions of middle aged Indians are in the same boat. So I asked the question, why? The answer is simple.
Wait,
Ma'am, is my screen
your
visible?
P- no,
Yeah,
no,
your
no, no,
PPT
no.
is not
Your
visible.
PPT went
That
away.
was. Sorry. Is it visible now?
No, should I share the screen, Suhas?
No problem, ma'am. I'll just do it. Now?
Yeah,
Um, is it visible?
yeah, it's visible.
Really sorry, ma'am. May I start over?
Yeah, please do.
Growing up, I watched my parents really struggle to manage their wealth. It was painful to watch. But recently, I realized it wasn't just them. Millions of middle aged Indians are in the same boat. So I asked the question, why? The answer is simple: low financial literacy. The youth are entering the world blind to their own money. They are taught to work only to survive, but not to grow. And it results in one painful reality: no savings, no investments, just debt and worry. They are inheriting instability instead of wealth. Here is a disconnect. Look at the 18 to 25-year-old age cohort. 85% of them use digital payments. It is the highest usage in the entire country. But look at their financial literacy, only 27%. And investment awareness, a critically low 16%. So the big question we all have to ask is, when the digital adoption is so high, why is financial literacy inconsistent? Now let's look at the global problem as well. Let's look at it in a global context. A strong positive correlation exists between financial literacy and proactive financial behavior among youth globally. The OECD PISA data shows that youth in foreign countries are more financially literate. 72% of them know how to save and manage their finances. But in India, that link is broken. We are currently scoring well below the global average of 500 points on financial literacy. Our youth, they have the tools, but they don't have the map. So, after researching, I asked the question, how do we fix this? Gamification. Think about it. We all feel the pull to scroll through social media. We all feel the pull to play video games. But what if we flipped that script? What if the addiction became the education? What if building wealth felt like leveling up in a game? What if checking your portfolio gave you the same dopamine hit as getting a like on Instagram? And let me tell you, this isn't just a nice idea, it's backed by science. Behavioral economic theories like the prospect theory and the nudge theory tell us how habits are formed. We know that humans respond to immediate feedback and incentives. Earlier, Dr. Khushbu Sinha used the same approach. She told us that the fastest answer will get a reward of rupees 500. And everyone answered. That everyone is incentive farming. We all saw how impactful that was with an example from this very room. So, gamification uses these techniques to form good financial habits. It uses game like elements, smart cues, and feedback loops to take something complex like finance and make it engaging and fun to learn. Now, let me show you the effect when we form habits like micro investments and saving. Now, let's say a 20-year-old starts an SIP of rupees just and invests rupees 1,000 monthly. Maybe that is a couple of movie tickets. But by the age of 60, that small habit turns into a corpus of rupees 1 crore. Now let's zoom out. Currently, 48% of youth in India admit to impulsive spending because UPI is just too easy to use. But imagine if we redirected just rupees 50 of that daily impulsive spend, just 50 rupees, If 10 million youth did that, we would mobilize 1800 crores every single month into the formal financial system. We boost the entire nation's economy. Well, to achieve this, we built the Sero strategy, resting on four pillars. Integration. We embed literacy right into the platform with an AI buddy to answer questions instantly. Innovation. We speak the language of youth through quizzes, leaderboards, goal trackers, and gamifying the entire experience. Regulation. We work within regulatory sandboxes to ensure safety and awareness. We target campaigns to show where to save and where to invest, not just how. So, after all this, you might be wondering, what does Sero actually mean? It means to sow in Latin. I aim to educate every young person about their money before they enter the real world. To plant the seeds now so they never have to struggle later. Let's sow early and reap forever. Thank you.
Nice, Suhas. Good presentation. Could you just go to your first slide when you presented?
One moment, ma'am. I don't know why my laptop.
Okay, no worries. I'll just verbally in the meantime ask
Yep.
you a question. Yeah, so okay, yeah.
Is my
The
screen
second
visible?
second slide rather. Second slide.
Yep.
So you identify a problem statement of financial literacy, right?
Yes.
So and you link it with the digital adoption, because this is one variable you kind of identify that people they have a high digital adoption,
New adoption rate.
but maybe the low financial literacy. This is you have identified it. How did you identify? Did you do some literature review or just your observation?
Ma'am, it was a literature review. I looked at NPCI reports from 2023 survey, and I found out that the youth demographic from age of 18 up to age of 29, they all of them around 20.4 billion transactions take place every year, and it grows every percent by 25%, that rate. So it's increasing every day, and we see the reports that this age group is the highest digital adoption usage within the country, entire country.
Okay, and now could you go to the calculation, which you had presented that if they go for 50 rupees per day?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. So if the daily contribution is rupees 50 from 10 million youth, which you have equated to 1800 crore monthly impact. Okay. So my question is that is like, and that you're saying in an SIP, have you considered the compound, like the interest factor into this?
Yes, I have considered compound annual growth rate of 12%, and after 40 years, it compounds up to the value compounds up to around 1 crore SIP after investing rupees 1000 monthly.
And how about post tax? Did you consider that?
Sorry?
How about
Tax?
post tax? Yeah.
I haven't considered tax into my calculations, ma'am. I'm still about to do it.
That is one variable you can consider it, because this
Definitely.
this is definitely taxable, because if
Yeah.
a youth is if every month 50 rupees and at a rate of interest of 12%, and you said
Ma'am, no, that is for the SIP, rupees 1000 monthly. Saving is different.
Okay, so rupees 1000 monthly and 12% rate of interest, you said.
Yes, yes.
Have you studied some SIP plans for this?
Still researching into the topics, but I've gone deep into mutual funds. So I found out one data that only 16% of the entire youth demographic from 15 years to 30 years of age, only 16% of them are aware of micro investments, mutual funds, and SIPs, and all these plans in detail. So I aim to educate more.
So my suggestion goes to you for the future study is that 16%, let's suppose 16% of them they are aware and they are interested, and with their pocket money or maybe their initial salary, what kind of SIPs are probably there, providing 12% rate of interest.
That is what my aim is, ma'am. With the app, we have targeted campaigns, as I said, where we show them where to invest and how to invest, and also have risk analysis factors where they can
Exactly.
test
That
it
is the
out and
beta.
gamify it. Yeah.
That is a beta factor. Okay, you probably that you can do it, and that definitely the tax factor comes within that only.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah.
one suggestion I have you also, assumed in your analysis the, value of time?
Sorry.
That time value of money, that is like same interest only, compounding factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time value of money.
Over time, it compounds up
Yeah.
after 40 years with
Yeah.
a 12%
So I
growth rate.
also suggest you do a different scenario analysis. So suppose this is right now, business as usual scenario. You can also, but we also say that by 2050, this will be a developed economy, or maybe by 2070. So by that time, how this gamification
relates.
model, yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have to do some scenario
Mom,
analysis.
for that, I would need to get into primary data research. This is actually
I was
secondary
coming
data
to
research
that. I
from
was
the
coming to that.
reports.
Yeah, I was coming to that.
And
I think you need to go
the
for
limitation
primary.
I face